Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Let us continue learning network concepts. In today's session, we will be learning about types of networks. Now, what is a network? We have briefly seen in the introduction session. And today we will be seeing how we can arrange them in different types. All right. So according to our syllabus, it is 3 types of networks which we will be learning. The very first one is a local area network, then wide area network, then metropolitan area network, which is also called as a MAN. So let us see them one by one. So the very first one is local area network or LAN. Usually we get to hear this word LAN. Now what does this LAN mean? So small computer networks that are confined to a localized area, example office, a building or a factory, are known as a local area network. In your case, you can say your lab is a local area network where we have number of systems connected through cables to each other. That forms a local area network. The key purpose of LAN is to serve its users in resource sharing. So resource sharing is a very important concept when it comes to the local area network. The hardware as well as the software resources are shared through LANs. So resource, when I say, it can be your hardware as well as the software resources, especially in offices and all, you will see this kind of a setup where you will have a central server through which it will be all the other systems are connected. There can be connection among the systems also. This is also possible. So this forms a local area network where in a building or in one floor, there are many systems connected to each other and they form a network. That is nothing but your local area network. So in a typical LAN configuration, one computer is designated as a file server. So that is what I said. There will be one file server which will be connected to others. So it stores all the software that controls the network as well as the software that can be shared by the computers attached to the network. So computers connected to the file server are called as a workstation. So simply to say, there will be n number of workstations. They will be connected to the central soft or server. So server will have all the files and these workstations will be accessing the resources from the server. The workstations can be less powerful than the file server and they may have additional software on their hard drives. So on most LANs, cables are used to connect the network interface cards in each computer. All right. So since it is a local area network where they are not geographically apart from each other, they are on the same floor. Usually they will be connected through wired cables. There is a possibility that there are things which are connected through wireless also. That is also possible. They can also called as a local area network. All right. So basically in local area network, the systems are close to each other. There will be a centralized server and there will be a workstations connected to each other. The next type of a network, what we will be seeing is a metropolitan area network or MAN. So what is this MAN? So metropolitan area networks are the networks spread over a city. So metropolitan, you will be usually called metropolitan city. So when it is spread across a city, bigger area than your local area network is called as a metropolitan area network. For example, cable TV networks. So initially we would have cable TV connected to most of. Nowadays it's not there. Usually we will use the dish TVs and everything, but cable connections when we used to have was cable network operator. He would come and connect all the houses for a particular area. For that connection, he will be the one who will be connecting the cables and all the houses will have this connection. That is an example for a metropolitan area network. So a TV networks that are spread over a city that can be termed as a metropolitan area network. The purpose of a MAN is also the sharing of the hardware and the software resources among its users. Of course, the cable guy will have a centralized server from through which he will be telecasting the movies or any kind of a serials or any kind of a channels, whichever you have opted for, isn't it? So that is how a metropolitan area network works. So as you can see, there is an example here where we have connected in a bigger area. We have different workstations and systems connected and they are all connected to each other. Once again, this can be a wired and it can be a wireless connection as well. Next one is a wide area network. Now, wide area networks are bigger than LAN and MAN. Wide area networks is a group of computers that are separated by a large distance and tied together. All right, so it is bigger than LAN. LAN talks about a city or a small LAN talks about a floor, MAN talks about a city, but wide area network talks about, for example, if you can take it as an entire state or a country. So it can even be a group of LANs that are spread across several locations and connected together to look like a big LAN. Okay, so it can be, there is a, for example, regional office, this is one LAN, another LAN connected. So here we have different LANs, they are connected together. When they are all coming together, that forms our WAN, that is our wide area network. The WANs link computers to facilitate fast and efficient exchange of the information at lesser cost and higher speed. Computers connected to a wide area networks are often connected to public networks, of course, because it's not possible for us to connect between two countries via any other connections. It has to be a public network such as telephone system. Sometimes they can be connected to leased lines also or satellites also. Okay, the largest WAN existence is the internet. So internet, as you know, that it is the biggest network of the network, that we can take an example as a WAN, because there we have n number of LANs and MANs connected together. It forms a WAN. That is why internet is one of the largest one existing WAN. Finally, to see the difference between the LAN and the WAN. The very first one is diameter of not more than a few kilometers. LAN will be very small, like I told you, a floor of an office, your college lab. That will be very small. The diameter, the existing, what is the area of that particular LAN will be smaller compared to WAN. WAN can have countries, like I told. Isn't it? Also, in the network, the gap between the nodes will also very small when it comes to LAN, because they are situated in the same building, where in which WAN they are situated in one state and another state. So the distance between the nodes will vary. The total data rate is at least several. Here, if you see, the LAN has a data rate more, but it will be less in WAN. That is because of the distance between the nodes. So because WAN has the distance between the nodes of a WAN is more, it will be, data rate will be very less compared to LAN. The main two reasons for LAN to be faster is, one is the distance between the node, second is they will be most of the time connected to the line. That is the reason. Third one is complete ownership by a single organization. Every time we talk about a LAN, that will be owned by a single organization, but in the case of WAN, it is not possible because it is across countries, it is owned by multiple organizations. And in LAN, there are very low error rates. Okay, when it comes to the network transfer of data, error rates are less, and comparatively higher error rates when it comes to the WAN. That is once again because of the distance between the nodes, communication lines used, and all those things matters. And then there are other network topologies which we have not discussed, but you should know those are personal area network. Personal area network is simply taking your laptop, your mobile connected to each other is a personal area network. Campus area network is like your LAN, okay? But if you're considering your campus, there is your CS building, there is your physics building, there is your math building, that will become your campus area network. These are the other kinds of topologies, which you need not worry. I just told you as an information, but you will be learning only MAN, LAN, and WAN. Right? So that's all in today's session, students. Thank you for watching.